guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello and welcome. My name's Casey. I hope you'll come and join the party by subscribing down below, turn your post notifications and all of those good things. But recently I've been seeing this like trend challenge, I don't know what you want to call it, where they do 2016 makeup versus 2021 makeup. That sounds so long, but yeah, basically just how you did your makeup back then versus how you did your makeup like now. And I really enjoy it, and I thought I wanted to like get in on the action before the trend like dies down. However, I didn't really wear makeup back in 2016, I can't lie. Like, I just didn't get into makeup until a bit later on. Maybe I think I was like 17 and I barely even still wore makeup. So I'm going to do it from 2018 to 2021 because I feel like that's going to be my best kind of comparison. That's when I first properly started wearing makeup. I thought I looked amazing, but I didn't. So I thought I'd come on here and do a side-by-side comparison of my makeup now versus my makeup then, and like walk you through the kind of things I used to do so I can actually see the difference of what I used to do. So yeah, we're gonna just go and see what happens. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I look insane. Yeah, my hair's a mess. Let's just not check that. But I've decided to go ahead and use some eyeliner to draw this kind of split down the middle of my face so I can make this my 2018 makeup, my 2021 makeup. So we're just gonna go with this and get into it, I guess. So I'm gonna start off with the brows, as you guys will know I always do. So for my 2021 side, I'm just gonna go and use my clear brow gel. Literally, this is all I do to my eyebrows. I quite like my eyebrow shape, so I just kind of stick to this. Nothing too exciting. Just brush them up with some clear gel, pat them down to keep them in place. That's it. That's all we're doing, really, to be honest. Okay, for my 2018 side, I used to have the biggest, weirdest block brows. Like, my eyebrow shape's always been kind of cute, but I used to just do the biggest block brows. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just shape them out. I always used to shape out my eyebrows, but like they would literally be ridiculous, like look like two blocks on my face. Like, I don't know who told me this looked cute. Who actually told me? Oh, I don't even know. Okay, so this looks insane, but yeah, this is how my eyebrows used to look back in the day. Yeah, I don't know why people let me go outside looking like this. I used to do this little block, and I used to think I looked so cute. Now when I look back at these pictures, I'm like, what the heck? Like, it goes down so much more than it used to just like stop there. It just doesn't even look natural. I think, to be honest, I used to use them, like make them more blocky than this, because I think I used pomade. I kind of switched between the two, but yeah, I just love these kind of brows, I guess. So the next thing I used to do on this like 2018 side was carve up my eyebrows. I used to always use this Too Faced concealer. However, look how light it is. This is the exact shade I used to use, and I would apply it at the top and I would completely carve out my eyebrow. This looks so weird already. I used to literally use so much concealer. Okay, so I'm going to use this little mirror here to carve it out, but I would just get a little brush and completely go in and carve this out. Oh, okay, this looks literally so stupid. I don't know why this was the trend. Like, I just don't understand. I'm just going to drag it down like that. Yeah. And then we'd go ahead and do the exact same at the top. So let's get into it. Oh, no. Oh my god, look at this shade. The way it's arched makes my face look so weird. What? Oh, I actually did my makeup like this. I actually can't get over the difference already. Damn. So once I had my eyebrow looking like this, I would just go in with a beauty blender and just kind of blend it out. But I wouldn't like properly blend it out. I'd kind of just drag it down from the bottom, to be honest, and it would still look a bit crazy. Because I remember I used to always, like, it used to look so white in all my pictures. Okay, I'm just gonna drag it here a bit. Like, this is me actually doing it with the skills I've learned since doing it. So imagine how much worse this used to look. I didn't properly blend it out like that. It would just be kind of... Okay, so back in the day, there was no such thing really as primer in my eyes for like my eyeshadow. So I just, again, went in with this concealer and I would just apply it on my lid, and I thought that really did the job, but it didn't. But mad, it did. So that's what we're gonna use. That's how it used to go. yeah, just blend it on in a little bit. And this is how we used to go and do our eyeshadow. I'm going to just do my eyeshadow first on this eye so that this side doesn't like set while I'm waiting to like cross over. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do the eyeshadow. So this right here is a picture from 2018 of my eyeshadow on my makeup page. All these things are still up on my makeup page, so I can go back and be like, please, what the heck was going on back in the day? But anyway, this is the eye look that I've decided to try and recreate on this eye. So it's a legit look that I used to do back in the day, so let's just go and try it out. So for my eyeshadow, I'm actually going with this palette because this is the kind of palette I would have been using back then, like a Revolution palette, something like that. Not too much pigment. To be fair, the palettes nowadays from Revolution and stuff are really pigmented, but back then, not so much. So I'm going to just go ahead with this and kind of do what I would do. Just apply it all to a brush and I would literally just go ahead and apply it all over my eye. Oh. But do you know what? Like, I can't even lie. My eyeshadow towards like the end of 2018 and yeah, it improved quite a lot. Like my makeup, my base makeup pretty much stayed exactly the same. But my eyeshadow game definitely elevated very quickly just because I practiced so much. And I just thought like my base doesn't even need practicing because I thought I had that nailed to a T. So my base was still doing, it was still not given what it should have been given, to be honest. That's how we'll put it. But yeah, I would just go ahead, blend it out. I probably wouldn't even have blended it out this much. I'm going to turn that noise off because I don't know why it keeps coming through even though it should be off. But yeah, I think I would just go ahead kind of like that. I'm using this massive brush because I'm just using this massive brush because I don't even care. I would literally just use whatever brush was there. So I would just go ahead, add it in like this, blend it out this much, like not that much, not too little, just a little bit. Blend a little, few minutes, done. I'll go with my next colour. So I would literally just go ahead and clean the same brush I'd already used and go with my next colour. So I'm going to be going in with a kind of like yellowy colour and I would just apply it on the top and just go in and just start blending it out and hoping for the best. So we're just going to do the exact same, pat it in. To be fair, I feel like I didn't really blend, I just kind of patted and just winged it. So that's what we're going to do. Pat, pat, pat. Patty, pat, pat. So my eyeshadow would just be like this. That'd be all the blend I would need because I just wanted to do something quick. And I would go with a shimmer and add a shimmer in here. I didn't cut a crease or anything. I would literally just add a shimmer onto my eyelid and kind of hope for the best. I would just kind of add it all over. Kind of like this, yeah. And that would be the finished eyeshadow. I didn't need to do much. I was just like, wow, this is the vision. This is what everyone's aiming for. And I just thought it was pretty cute. To be fair, the eyeshadow, like the shimmer I would use back in the day, didn't even look this cute. I keep saying back in the day, but then it sounds weird because 2018 was like 2 minutes ago, but then at the same time 2018 was ages ago. But yeah, this is pretty much what this eyeshadow would look like. I'm going to go on to the recent side, thank God, because this just looks so weird. For my 2021 side, I would just go ahead, obviously, and add my Poreless base. This is the shade number 3. I would just add a little bit to here. I feel like Poreless bases and like eyeshadow bases just changed the entire game. Like the pigment now, unreal. Also, instead of blending it out with a beauty blender like I did this side, I go with a brush and blend it out and I literally just like pat it. I feel like it gives me a little bit more coverage as well. And you would have noticed I don't put any at the top. And I don't really like carve out my eyebrows. I kind of just apply it on my lid and then if it carves out my eyebrows, it does, that's it. So I'm just going to go ahead like this, blend it out. I mainly try and blend it like properly on my eyelid and then I blend out the like excess with a beauty blender. I'm using the beauty blender and just blend out this side so it's like kind of non-existent. So it blends seamlessly into my foundation. And the same with this side, even though it's kind of awkward because I've got this middle bit here. Yeah, so we're just looking like that. Already, you can see the colour difference between this base and the base around here. It looks so great. So for this side, I'm going to be going on my Be Perfect palette. This is probably my favourite palette, to be honest. Like, I just love it. I don't know why. I just love everything about it. I'm not really sure what colour I'm going to go with. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to use some blues and greens and just see kind of what happens. That's always what I do when I do my makeup these days. So I'm just going to go ahead and just get into it. So I'm going to go in with this dark blue and just apply it to my whole lid. That's what I would usually do. Start off with the darkest and then work my way out. I'm going to go in with this lighter green and kind of just blend it out from here. To be fair, I did put quite a lot on this brush, but you know, we move. I'm just going to blend out from here. Then I'm going to go in with an even lighter colour and blend out again. Do you know what? I feel like my eyeshadow game has got so bad, like, recently, because I've just not really done eyeshadow like that. But I didn't want to do anything crazy for this video. I just want to kind of do, like, my more basic eyeshadow. And mainly the difference I wanted to be was, like, the base, how I've changed my base, because my eyeshadow is different all the time. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going in with a black to kind of add a little bit of dimension to this, I guess. Because I just feel like I do a little bit more now, I don't know. And then again, I'm just going to go ahead and use the same kind of colours to blend it out a little bit. Obviously, I don't want it to look too crazy, so we're just going to blend it out a little bit here. And yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I feel like that's kind of look I would do. I didn't really have something to, like, aim for. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a vision. I just kind of do my eyeshadow now. Like, back before when I used to do my makeup, I would always have something that I wanted to kind of look like. Whereas now I just let my makeup go wherever it takes me. So this is the look for this side. The eyeshadows, very similar, to be fair. My eyeshadow, like I said, was never crazy bad, to be honest. It was just everything else that was a mess. 100%. Like, some of the best eyeshadow I've done was from 2018. I can't even lie. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and get into the rest of it. So for mascara, I would just go ahead and add mascara to both. I've never changed this. This has just always been something I would do. Add a little bit of mascara to both sides and then go ahead and put on my false lashes. So as you can see, I've got my eyelashes on. This side, my 2018 side, was always kind of like natural lashes. I didn't really wear anything too over the top. I lived and breathed Ardell wispy lashes. I just loved them. So I went ahead and put on a kind of more natural, like, I still had a lash, but it was like more toned down kind of lash. And then on this side, I love a bit more of a dramatic lash. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love these kind of lashes when I'm doing a more of a no makeup look. But see, when I'm doing my eyeshadow, like now, like proper going for it, I want a big dramatic lash. So that's what we went on and put on. Also, I noticed that I put my eyelashes on like facing upwards more now, whereas I used to have them more like flat or down. So it definitely like lifts my face a bit. So that is the main difference, I think, in the whole eye area. So yeah, that's what we're looking like so far. Still, the shade of this concealer is really stressing me out. I can't even lie. But anyway, let's go and get into the base. So nowadays, I always make sure that I've moisturised my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of my moisturiser. I just need to moisturise because I just feel like my face is just not really the same if I don't moisturise. So I need to moisturise first. But back in 2018, I never moisturised. I have really oily skin and I always have on my face. So I used to think that moisturiser would just increase and enhance all of my oiliness. So I didn't used to moisturise, and it definitely had an effect on my makeup and just my makeup application and my skin in general. So yeah, I'm glad that I finally figured out and discovered that I can use moisturiser and not look crazy. Also, if you hear any noise in the background, my apologies, my little brother is home, so he's making a little bit of noise. So I'm going to give my moisturiser a little second to dry. I'm going to go ahead and add my primer. On this side, I used to live and breathe this Willow Bark primer. This is the Pore Minimizer Blurring Effect primer. I don't know, I just used to love it. And you know what? I have not used it in so long, so I'm actually quite excited to see how it holds up. So I'm going to go ahead and add it to this side. I would always make sure to add some to my nose and then just across my whole face, like so. And I really love this, to be honest. I might even start using it again. I need to, when I do my full face, I think I might use this next time and just see how it holds up, because I think I only stopped using it because I lost it and I just couldn't buy another one. But yeah, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Poreless Putty. This primer, I'm obsessed with. I love it. I really do love it. As you can see, I've probably used a lot of it. I'm just going to go ahead and add some here. Also, I only really add primer to where I really need it. So it's kind of like my center there. And that's about it. That's basically the only place I add primer now. I don't really know why I only apply primer here now. I just feel like not my whole face needs it. Like, my whole face doesn't need to be primed. This is just where like the most of the makeup is. So I just prime there now, I guess. Now we get into the fun part, foundation. My foundation used to always be literally insane. I would use so much foundation. Like, I don't even know if this is enough. I would always use a much lighter one as well, so I'm going to add another shade as well. So I'm just going ahead and add in this foundation as well. To be fair, I probably use one that was a little bit lighter than this, but this will work. That is so much makeup compared to how much I usually put now. Oh, I need to add a bit more up here. Yeah. Just to show you guys a comparison of how little I use now, I'm going to add my foundation to this side as well before I blend everything out. So again, I'm going to go in with this. I'm going to just add a little bit like this. Maybe that's even too much. Yeah, that'll do. And then I like to go in with this e.l.f. foundation. I'm actually really liking it recently, and I just put a tiny little bit. If I can never get this to pump. Oh, too much. I'll wipe some off. Yeah, I'll just wipe some excess. So as you can see, like the amount of foundation I put on is so much more. Also, another thing is I don't put any foundation on my head. I just don't know why, but I've just stopped doing that for about maybe a year, maybe more. I just don't put any foundation on my forehead. I just think it helps to match it more when I do it like this. So let's go ahead and blend it out. Back in 2018, when I used to blend out my foundation, I would go in with a beauty blender and literally just start blending the whole thing out. It would look insane. I actually don't think I have enough on. Like, I really don't think I have enough on. Because, see, if you go back and watch these videos from back in 2018, I put so much more than this on. I'm going to try and get as close to the line as possible. Okay, I think that's probably, like, as much as we're going to get on the nose. Don't leave anything out. No, I used to put more than this. And this is a good shade compared to, like, the shade I used to use. Yeah, all over here. All over the forehead as much as can be. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Okay, we're gonna go in with a little bit more because this is just not enough. I used to wear way more than that. So I'll blend this bit out as well. Yep, this is looking more like it. It would literally be caked onto my face. Like, I don't know why. And then on my 2021 side, I use a brush. I stopped using the beauty blender. Like, I still kind of use it to get off the excess, but a brush is the way forward. I just think it does the job more. It doesn't soak up as much product. I don't know. I just love a good brush. A brush moment is where it's at. Also, I don't fully put my foundation all the way up here like I did in this side. I kind of keep it a bit more down because that's just what the concealer is for. I don't need to have foundation there if I'm having concealer there. I feel like there's no need to have so much product. It's so hard to get to my nose with this massive line here. We're just gonna go like that. And then with the excess on here, I'm gonna just kind of brush a little bit on my head, but barely just any excess. See, the colour looks so much more natural when I do it like this, even though I use pretty much the exact same product. Then I'm going to use a different beauty blender because I don't want this mad colour to go onto this side. But I'm just going to press in the excess product just so it can fully blend. Just look at the difference. This side looks so crazy. What? No. And this isn't even where the base gets bad. This is the base probably at the best it's gonna look. I can't even lie. So next, I would go in with concealer. I would again use this concealer. This is so bad. I put so much concealer on. I put this bit right in the middle, the lightest shade. No, this looks so bad. Then I would go in with my trusty Makeup Revolution and just add a little bit around here. I would add it literally. To be fair, this shade's way better than the shade. They've changed the shade since then, so it's a bit awkward. And I'd add a little bit here, a little bit here. I would add some here. No, this shade's so much better than the shades used to be back then. So I'm going to go in and add some more of this one because I would also stretch out a bit like that. I'm going to add one kind of line there and a one line there. And this is how my concealer would look. I put so much concealer on. For which reason? I actually don't know which reason this was for. Because why? Like, there's literally so much concealer. All of this is covered. Plus the fact that I already had foundation on it is a bit mad. So on this side, I use my Maybelline Anti-Age Eraser. And I just apply it right up here. I drag it up so much more. Whereas it used to be like flat there. I drag it up there. Add a little bit in here, a little bit under here, a little bit on my nose. I don't really know how this is going to work with that line. And then a tiny bit here. Oh, I'll put a little bit here as well, just because you know. That would be it from this. Going with my e.l.f. concealer, add a tiny little bit here and a tiny little bit there like that. And that is literally all the concealer I use. I don't need to be doing the most. Just a little bit is more than enough. Then to blend this side of it, I would literally just go in my beauty blender and just start blending it all on in. Nothing that crazy, just blend it all. Which would always look mad because as soon as I blend these colours together, like look how much it changed my foundation. I would wear so much that like the point of the foundation shade literally makes no sense. Oh my god, this is literally so bad. And I always have to blend it all up my nose so it would just get rid of any shape that I would want to be put in my nose. Like, what? To be fair, the way it... Oh, my eyes just like, whoa. The way it looks like is good, but there's just no dimension or shape because the concealer is just so full covered and so much that it just completely makes this one shade, one shape, everything. It just looks mad. But anyway, let's go ahead and blend this up here. That blended out, it looks insane. Let's go blend this side. To blend this side, I use this brush. I like to just kind of mix it together and then go down my nose like so. And then the same up here, I kind of drag it up a little bit. I just think it lifts my face a little bit more. And then blend this here. And then I go in with the beauty blender. So that sounded so weird. Then I go in with the beauty blender and blend it out. I'm going to go with the side of it because I just don't want to mix the colours. And I'm just going to blend it out like so. Blend out here. I push it in more than blend it out because I just think it keeps it in one position. Whereas on the other side, it just mixes it all together. And then I'll blend it up the way. So then now that that's all blended on this side, I would go in with this loose kind of setting powder, translucent powder. Lightly tap off the excess and just tap it in like that to kind of keep it in place and stop it from creasing as much as possible. Ever so lightly, like so. Yeah, I would just go like that, a little bit of the nose and then a little bit in the middle here. On this side, I would go ahead and try and blend out as much crease as I could after letting it set, and then I would bake. I've not properly baked in so long, so let's go ahead. Dip this massive beauty blender in and just go ahead and apply it like this. Oh my god, this looks... Oh no, this looks so insane. And I would also add a little bit here just because I don't have a clue why. It feels so weird being under my eye, like it actually feels uncomfortable. But yeah, I just set it like this, I guess, and it looks insane. It's so yellow, it just does not look like the moment. It doesn't, I can't. It makes my eye feel really small. Anyway, while that is setting, I would move on to cream contour. On this side, I always use this number 14, F14 from Revolution, the foundation stick. I would just go ahead and apply a little bit, nothing too much, and a little bit here. On this side, I still use the exact same product, however, I use F15. So it's a bit of a better undertone. This side is very cool toned. I would kind of do the same kind of thing. Lift it up there a little bit here. I didn't like to add too much because I think it gives me too much of a harsh line. And then I'd go ahead and add it like that. Very, very similar. I just prefer the shade. Like, as you can see, it's a bit more cool toned. I just prefer it. I just think it looks a little bit almost grey. So I just changed the colour. I still love the product. I would go ahead and blend it out. So to blend out this side, I'd go with a big massive brush like this and I'd literally just blend it like this. I just had no care in the world. I would just go ahead, blend it. Same here, go ahead, blend it. Cool. I would always blend it almost to the point that like it was kind of pointless being there. So like it didn't do much to actually help define my face. That'd be it. Blended, like it's basically pointless. Also, the brush was just so big that it just didn't even make sense to do this. And then on this side, I would go in with the same brush I used for my foundation and blend it out, and it would just help to keep it kind of more in the spot because it's a little bit more, I don't really know what the word is. I just thought it just helped out a bit more. Blend out, keeps the colour a bit. Just helped all out, didn't it? The colour is so much better. You can actually see where it's been put. It still looks insane, I can't lie, but we got this sorted in a second. Once it's blended like that, I would go in my beauty blender and literally just get rid of all the harsh lines because we don't need the harsh lines, obviously. up here, blend it all out. Then once this is all blended out, I would just go ahead and remove all this excess powder. So I'll just get this little powder here, and then I'll just get rid of all this powder. I don't need all this excess here. I just think it makes my face look so grey and weird. I don't really know. To be fair, I've still not found the exact way I want to, kind of like the exact colour for me, because I've tried some for darker skin tone, but it's just too dark for me. And then I tried ones for lighter skin tone, it's just way too light. There's no perfect in between, I don't think. But it would be looking like this so far. This side, I would still keep it a little bit longer. I would just keep it kind of sitting there until I was completely ready. This side, I'm just going to use the brush and just go over it and blend it all together. Finalize everything, put it all into place. Just look at the colours. Okay, so while this side is still baking, I would go ahead with my powdered contour and just bronze and contour this side. Fun fact, I didn't bronze and contour. I didn't do that back in the day, so my face was literally one shade. My foundation, one shade. Then I'd put my concealer on and it would just cover my whole face basically. So I had no shading at all in this. Whereas this side, now I like to contour properly and also powder contour. So that's like what I'm going to go ahead and do just now. So another thing I nearly forgot to do is nose contour. Why did I not do this before? Why did I never used to do this? So I'm going to go ahead and just shape out my nose like so. And obviously only do it on this half because I never used to do this. I'm just going to go and blend it out like this. I like to kind of blend it out into the eyeshadow and then blend it down like this. And then get my beauty blender and finish blending it. Then once that is blended, I would go in with this again and my little brush and just add some powdered contour on top of it. So let's do that. I just like the way it snatches the nose. To be fair, the way that this has gone on, because this line, it's so hard to blend it there, so I've not properly blended it the way I would because I just can't without ruining this line. So it's a little bit too dark here personally. But, you know, we're just going to have to make it work. Now that this side has finally been sitting long enough, I would literally just wipe it off. Like, I wouldn't even add any extra product to blend it out. I would just go with my brush and blend it as much as I could. So this side would always look a little bit insane. It was always so awkward to blend out. Like, look how this side is just flat. One colour. It just looks weird. But this is how I thought it looked. Bomb. I thought this was the vibe. This is the way that everyone should have been living. To be fair, I do love the like airbrush kind of look, but it just doesn't look like skin. It just looks weird. So then I would literally just go in with a red and apply it here. Oh my gosh. I don't blend it out. Oh, it went in my eye. I would just literally go in and just blend it out like so. And hope for the best. Oh, very nice. Let me just clean up this bit. After I'd done the under eye, I would literally just go in with this random crazy colour and add it on the inside like this. That looks so bad. I don't know what I thought this was achieving. I just thought this glow was giving me life, to be honest. So yeah, that definitely ruined the look. Like, this little bit ruins the eye makeup, but I don't know, I just thought it was cute, so I just did it. I just did it. I'm sorry guys, I just did it. I don't know why. So on this side, I would just go in gently and softly blend out a colour, just because I love how it brings it all together. I feel like if you don't do the lower lash line, it isn't quite the same. I would blend the like medium shade and then like the lighter shades and just go ahead like that, subtly, not too much. Yeah, I love it. I would just go ahead like that, blend it out subtly. The base is just giving me the fear, I can't even lie. The base is giving me the fear. Then for one of my favourite steps, probably my most favourite step, blush, I would go ahead and add my blush like this. Not even I would, I do. I drag it up. I just always have to smile and then drag it up. I feel like it just lifts up the face. It brings so much shape. Oh, I just love adding the blush. Even I don't wear makeup, I still put blush on. So to go up and add like so. Not only would I add blush here, I also like to add some on my nose, which is kind of awkward to only add to half. So then you probably guessed I didn't put blush on this side because I just thought blush was like something that like people of colour didn't use. I don't know why. I feel like a lot of people felt like this. I just didn't think it was something I used or would need to use. But I absolutely love blush now. I think it's everything. It definitely brings some shape, some color back to your face. So without it, it just looks so weird. I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird to me. So now I'm going to go and set my face. I'm just going to cover this half and use, this is from I Heart Revolution. I would always use it. I'm going to spray it on. I put about that much on. I don't know. I really love the smell of this, but the way that it sprays just isn't really the best, to be honest. Like, look how much stuff's on the face. And I would never do anything with that. I would just let it sit like this for a little minute. It would just sit there, I guess. Yeah. Oh no. Anywho, then I would go in with my highlighter. I would get this kind of shade. It doesn't really work for me, to be honest. It probably isn't really for my skin tone. It always made me look a little bit ashy, but I still did it anyway. I'd add some to my nose, kind of too much. I would add loads to up here. Like, I would just go in with the highlighter. I would add some up here, way more than that. Like that. Here, I would go in. I would just add it like this. Yeah, that's how I used to do it. Yikes. To be fair, I would always kind of pat the beauty blender over this bit, but it would still just always look ridiculous. Like, oh no. I used to think this was how highlighter was supposed to look, and I used to just think this was so cute. I look like the Tin Man. What the hell? Anyway, we're going to go onto this side and add the setting spray. I love the continuous setting spray. I just think it looks so much better, so I'm going to go and do this. I add quite a lot. I let it dry a second, and then I kind of blend it in. Like, I just push it into my skin. It just sits nicer. Yeah, like so. And then I'll go and add my highlighter. For highlighter, I like to use these shades from the Be Perfect palette. I'll go with a bigger brush, like a fan brush, add a little bit. And I'll just ever so slightly, like you can see, I'll ever so slightly add it there. A little bit to my nose, nothing too crazy. And for a highlighter, that would be it. You can kind of see it when I turn. But it wouldn't be anything crazy. I didn't add any to my eye anymore. I don't do that. I don't know why I'd stopped doing it. But that'd be how my highlighter would be looking. It looks so much nicer, the highlighter, when it's just subtle there, but it's not like there. Like, this side was right in your face screaming at you like hello, whereas this side was more like hi, hey, you know? Just it's way cuter. So finally, I'm actually nearly done. I would go ahead and remove any excess that's on my lips now. I always make sure to do that. Whereas I never used to do that, and it would just kind of have my lipstick looking kind of disgusting. So I've used Whirl from MAC for the longest time, and I apply it to my whole lip because I used it back then as well. So as you can see, I've done my lip liner, and then on this side I would go with Whirl and I'd literally cover my whole lip. It was not my shade at all, but I was going like that. Whereas on this side now, I lightly put it in the middle, and then I'd blend it out a little bit. And then I would have to go in and add gloss. I just can't live without gloss now. I think the matte lip is just not for me. Like, how much better does that look? So much better. So much better. So yeah, guys, this would be my finished look. Let's take a little close up. We're giving you 2018, giving you Tin Man, ashy grey, not so cute, block brows, no anything there, no structure, no sculpture, just flat. Yeah, that's what I'm giving you. Yummy, delicious. And then this side, we're giving you glossy, cute blend, natural eyebrow, dimension, blush. I love it. I love it. Comment down below. I don't know why I keep clapping again. Comment down below and let me know which thing. So yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to see the difference, like how I used to do my makeup, and just all the things that I thought were really cute turned out to be really not cute. But I guess that's all part of growing up. That's the trends. Everyone went through this kind of stage. Although I do think like people growing up now won't go through this stage. We didn't have all the stuff that they had back in the day. We really didn't. But I really like how this side turned out. This side, not so much. Yeah. It used to look even worse than this back in the day. This is like it with a little bit of help. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below and let me know which side you preferred. Did you do your makeup like this before? Do you still do your makeup like this? Did you learn anything? Just, yeah, comment down below and let me know. And I just think it turned out really cute. I'm really happy with it. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your post notifications, all those good things. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you and bye.